Good morning and welcome back to Hawthorne Homemaker. Today I wanted to slow things down just a little bit and take you through my morning routine. Each morning does not look like this, but this is a good representation of what a typical morning looks like between 5:30 and 8 a.m. Yes, I do sleep in sometimes, but it is a pretty rare occasion. Usually, every morning, I will get up at 5:30. The first thing that I always do is make me a drink, whether that is coffee, some hot tea, or a drink with some flavor or pre-workout in it. Next, I sit down in my favorite spot on the couch and get cozy. It is time for my daily devotions and my Bible reading. This is a non-negotiable for me. Even if I wake up late or I sleep in, my Bible reading and devotions are something that I do before pretty much anything else during my day. As a youth leader, I will also use this time to work on my lessons for the upcoming week. Whether it is planning out games or planning out a thoughtful lesson for the week, this time is my time that I can spend with God. It is my quiet time. You will notice that I don't have any sound in the background. Sometimes I will turn on worship music, but it's very rare that I actually do that. The only sounds that I usually hear are the hustle and bustle going on outside, some birds chirping, or the dog and the cat playing. But as you can see, my dog is usually pretty lazy during this time, and he lays right at my feet. So once I am done with my Bible reading, I will put all of my stuff up and then head outside. It is about time to let the chickens and the pigs eat some breakfast. The chickens are always so excited to come out of the coop. During the wintertime, I do close all of the windows. I leave one window cracked so that they can get some air circulation. The other window is closed. Typically on summer days, they will just fly out the window because we usually leave it open because it's so hot and humid here. But during the winter, it does get a little chilly, and so I keep all of the windows closed. When I am feeding the chickens, they get their normal scratch feed, and then they are also very spoiled chickens, and so they get some extra protein in the form of some fly larvae, I think is what that is. I don't know. I always call it worms. It's not worms. It's actually fly larvae. And then throughout the day, they'll also get some black sunflower seeds as well, just as a little extra treat and to give them a little extra nutrients. After the chickens are done, I just head straight back to the pig pen. These two are very vocal around feeding time. They want you to know that they are hungry, and they are so cute. So the one that has more color, so she has a little bit of gold and some black, that is my female who is currently pregnant. She is Tonks, and then Lupin is my other pig, that is my male. Yes, they are Harry Potter names, if you did not pick up on that. I name all of my animals after things that I love, and Harry Potter is one of those. When I go about feeding the pigs, I make sure they also get some treats. Everybody does need treats, but mainly so that they do not trip me when I'm trying to get through the gate. This year, one of my goals is to get some actual troughs in there for them, just because I think it would be easier. They right now turn over their bowls quite frequently, trying to empty them or just playing with them or scratching their backs. So my goal this year is to actually get some troughs so that, one, I don't have to go in the pen as frequently, and two, so that they are not turning their water bowl over all of the time. Right now, because we are on baby watch, I do generally check her belly, her milk line, and just check on her to make sure she is doing good when I go in to feed them. That's just one of the things that I do. Hopefully we will have some new baby pigs either sometime in February, so this month, or next month. So this will probably be an unpopular opinion, but I do not make my bed as soon as I get up in the morning. I do make my bed every day, but generally speaking, it is after my morning Bible time and after I feed the animals. You will also notice that I am in a nice granny gown here. I will have you know that this was actually my great-grandma's nightgown. So it, in fact, truly is a granny gown, and I love it. I would not give it up for the world. I love having any of my Meemaw, who was my great-grandma, any of my Meemaw's things, and just being able to wear one of her nightgowns that she used to wear is so special to me. So anyways, that is what it is. After I make my bed, I do usually get changed and dressed for the day, so that is one of the things that is on my list. And then I get started with some of my daily chores depending on what time it is at this point. Usually it is around 7:30, 7:45 by this time, so usually I will put a load of laundry on and then head to my office and get started on some work. I know I've talked about this in other videos before, but one of the ways that I stay on top of my chores and on top of my laundry is by doing at least one load of laundry a day. Usually on Mondays it becomes 2 loads because I do not wash clothes on the weekends, but Monday through Friday I will do at least 1 load of laundry a day just to be sure that I am staying on top of things. As you know, we do not have a dryer, so once this is finished washing, it goes and gets hung out, and then it gets brought back in at the end of the day. You can also see my hanging rack behind me, so if the weather is not conducive to hanging on the clothesline, I do hang them inside. Once I am done with that, any tidying around the kitchen or living room that I need to do, I will also take care of. That's not an everyday thing, but once that's all done, about 8 o'clock, I usually am in my office sitting down for work. If you do not know, I do have a full-time job. I work from home. I love my job so much. I am a senior project manager with a pharmacy technology company. I was a certified pharmacy technician in the hospital setting for over 15 years before I transitioned to work from home. This work from home lifestyle works so well for me. I am able to get my work done, get my meetings done, run my household efficiently, and then also homeschool my son. One of my favorite things about this lifestyle is that I can have my son home with me all of the time, and that is just so special to me and so special to him as well. So I will either schedule his classes and things like that in between meetings, or if we're working on something special, then I'll block time on my calendar. He is a pretty independent learner. Science and history he does on his own with some reinforcements from mom. But then math and language we do generally sit down and do together over my lunch break. I love being able to do this stuff with him, and I love being able to work my schedule so that I'm able to get my housework done and also be able to do things with him. I love taking field trips and doing things with our homeschool group, and over the summer we take a lot of educational road trips. Road trips are our thing, and we just love being able to do things and learn at the same time. Traveling is so special to our family. So this is a typical morning in my life between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. So I hope you enjoyed this look into my mornings. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below, and I would love to know what your typical morning looks like. Does it look similar, or are you just getting kids ready and getting them out the door? Not everybody has the same lifestyle, and trust me, I was working full-time in a corporate office, for lack of a better word. It was a hospital, but I was working full-time outside of the home for over 15 years before I was able to actually stop and work from home. So I am very thankful for what I have, and I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you back here later.